Welcome to Kapeleris Ultimate Talk TV. Be inspired, informed, and elevate your mind one step at a time. Talking about life, real estate, business, and beyond. Your host, author, speaker, real estate broker, Carmela Kapeleris.
Welcome back. Our next segment is about 2 important things that you need to do before selling your home. And one of them is prepare your finances, and the other one is decorate and stage your home. Here with me is Jackie Connolly from Parsons Interior and Steve Kornbluth from Safeway Mortgage Solutions. Thank you so much for being here. Jackie, let's start with you. Where did you get the name Parsons Interior from?
Well, it originated from one of my favorite pieces of furniture, which is the Parsons chairs. So that's how the name originated from.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's
Parsons
very
chairs.
interesting. Tell us about the products that you sell at Parsons Interiors. You sell furniture and accessories?
Correct. So we do a lot of sourcing with artwork, accessories, and area rugs, but mainly we sell Canadian-made furniture. So soft good furnitures like sofas, and then hard good furnitures like dining room tables and chairs. So complete to furnish your home.
Oh, that's great. Okay. So what makes you different from other decorators?
What makes us different is not only that we're certified and we are with a few associations, but what makes us different is we do have a storefront, and we work for the homeowner, so they could actually work with at their own home and select pieces right in their home. So either online, or we go in and we do the floor plan, and then we'll be able to pick the furniture. But what makes us more unique too, having the storefront gives the client a better selection and price point as well. So they're not just getting a designer discount, they're
Right.
getting our volume inventory discount as well.
And your store is out of Oakville, is that correct?
Correct. We're borderline Oakville, Mississauga, just on the
Okay.
borderline.
Okay, that's good. Steve, what are some of the important questions that a mortgage borrower should ask besides interest rates?
Okay. Yeah, besides rates, I mean, that's the main thing that's on borrowers' minds right now. What's your rate? What's your rate? But a lot of the times you got to look what's behind the rate as well. What are other terms and conditions that are being offered? How are mortgages getting registered on title? Specifically, maybe what's your mortgage strategy for me? Like, this is the biggest debt you're gonna take on for your life, pretty much. You're gonna take on $400,000 debt.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan for me to pay this off sooner? Right?
Right.
How can we plan for this? Do you plan on buying rental properties in the future? If that's the case, maybe we should take a 35-year amortization now. Keep your payments low so you can qualify for future mortgages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more about the rate, it's more about a holistic approach. And these are some important questions that you need to ask either your mortgage broker or the banker that you're going to be dealing with.
Right, right. What about mortgage penalties? How are they calculated?
Yeah, mortgage penalties, it's different by different institutions. So everyone's pretty familiar with, let's say 3 months interest. You have to pay 3 months interest based on your mortgage rate. But then there's also something called an interest rate differential. And that one can vary by institution a lot and can be very significant. So you need to sort of understand how that's calculated. And the base idea of that is the banks are saying, okay, well, you signed up for a $300,000 mortgage at 5%. You need to break that mortgage and get out of it in 3 years. Now the bank's saying, I can only lend that money out at 3%. I'm missing out on 2% now over the next 2 years on $300,000. Right? And that can be a lot of money. And some of the banks now are saying, well, wait a minute, Mr. Borrower, we also gave you a discount of 1.5% off our posted rate. So that 2% difference is actually a lot more now. And it's a significant penalty for borrowers. I've seen $30,000, $40,000 penalties for some people sometimes. So,
on conventional mortgages, isn't it usually 3 months penalty?
no, it can be. It's either the higher of 3 months interest or the interest rate differential. So
Right.
when rates are decreasing, when rates are dropping, they will still charge you the higher of the two, and
Okay.
usually that's an interest rate differential penalty.
Okay, so that's a guideline to go by.
Yeah.
Now, the other option is porting your mortgage. What are your porting features?
Yeah. So again, every lender's a little bit different with porting features, and that's something you need to figure out up front. That's another question you need to ask your bank or your mortgage broker, right? What's going to happen if I need to add an additional $200,000 to my mortgage? How does that work? Because some lenders will say, you know what, we'll let you port the mortgage, but we won't give you any more money, depending on what the mortgage you got originally.
Right.
Or you can port the mortgage, but qualifying for more money might be a little bit more difficult because they won't extend it to a new 5-year term, and they'll only extend it to a 3-year term. And they'll say you have to qualify on a posted rate now, and that's a lot trickier to qualify for more money now. So a lot of little intricate questions you need to ask up front now.
Different situations that you need to deal with. It all depends on the individual circumstance.
Right.
Okay, back to Jackie. Jackie, what different types of interior design projects do you do, and how do you approach your projects?
Well, each project and client is unique. We start off with a conversation on the telephone, just to see what their needs and wants and what the scope of the job inquires. That way I know what I'm going to be taking with me regarding samples, showcasing, fabrics, and so forth. Then once we get to the client's home, we determine their likes, their dislikes. It's all about the client. I don't live in the home. It's not like staging, so we want to know what the client likes and dislikes, and I'm there to guide them and to properly put it on in the floor plan. So we do 3D drawings, and we calculate the space, and it's very important. Scale is important to the home. So then that's when I do some sourcing. I take the project to the next level where they meet us back at Parsons, so we make sure that we're on track, show them a few examples, and we'll maybe pull out some fabric samples, some finishings. This way we know if we're on the right track, and then we go into
you draw designs for them?
our designs. And taking that a step back too, we also write up a letter of agreement. That way the client knows exactly what they're getting. There's no surprising, and they know where we're at with the project each time. And if we need to pull in some tradespeople, so each job, like I was saying, consists of very different ways of bringing in some of our trades, like painters perhaps, and contractors and that sort of thing as well.
Exactly, that was my next question. What are the other services that you offer?
So a lot of the services that we offer are a lot of custom. So even some of the custom furniture that we could do to scale, if to make sure it fits in the property. We do custom drapery, bedding. That's a really big feature with us. We do a lot of reupholstering because being green is very important. Now, some pieces I won't recommend to be reupholstered. It wouldn't be worth the client's value. But if it's an antique or something very personal or inheritance and it's a treasure, we do a lot of reupholstering. What else do we do? Renovations, bathrooms, renovations, that sort of things.
Okay. That's good to know. That's really good to know. All right, Steve, tell us about private financing and what are some of the situations that you've been able to help borrowers overcome with private financing?
Okay, well, private financing is basically when an individual acts as a bank, right? They've got some money available, they're not getting a good return on it, it's sitting in a bank account or GIC, and they want to get a better return, better bang for their buck by lending it and being the bank. So, I mean, some of the situations we find ourselves with is the government's really cracked down on self-employed borrowers. They really want to see people, you know, declaring more money basically, and the banks are cracking down on it. So if you're not able to show, you know, much income at all, it's making it a lot harder for these people to qualify for mortgages, and people will write off as much expenses as possible and they won't show much income. But when it comes time to getting a mortgage, the banks are saying no more to these people. So that's a kind of situation where a private lender will say, I'll give you, a $30,000 second mortgage so you can buy this property. They're going to charge you a higher rate, but at the same time, these people aren't really showing much income, so it is a bit of a riskier situation for them. So it's a good fit for the borrower, and the lender.
Yeah. What type of strategies do you recommend?
What type of strategies right now, in terms of like a fixed or variable mortgage? Is that where you're?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I personally am a big fan of variable mortgages right now. Watch, there's an announcement coming next week with the Bank of Canada. There is some speculation that they might be dropping the prime rate again.
Right.
There's a lot of economists saying that based on some job numbers that might be coming out. So we might expect another drop in variable. We'll see what happens if the banks and lenders pass that on to the consumers. But with respect to the strategy, I like to say to my clients, let's take a variable now, but pay it as a fixed mortgage. Pay it as a higher rate. So you're paying more mortgage off, paying more principal off right now. So you're setting yourself up for more equity.
That's really good advice, Steve. That's great. Yeah. Let's see, Jackie, do you also give consultations?
Yes, we do color consultations, staging consultations, and then we assess the house and for sale.
Okay. Is there any other information that you wanted to provide regarding your company? In terms of what you do different than other stagers and home designers, decorators. Honestly, you're offering products and furniture
Correct.
and everything.
I do belong to a couple associations, so we do have meetings where we do discuss, but I don't really follow anybody else, what they're doing and not doing. I just work for the client, and it's all about the client and give them what they need.
Right. Do you work very closely with real estate agents?
I do. I've got a few that recommend me for staging consultations and
Are you
like that.
doing townhouses and luxury homes?
Yes,
or are you doing
absolutely.
mostly- You do a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to leave us with one thought?
Well, no, but I was just going to continue with that one. One of the trends now is to put in some beautiful pieces of artwork, and we do rent them to spaces like a restaurant and things
that's
like
a good
that
idea.
as well. Yes.
And you also brought a gift certificate that
Yes.
you want to give out.
There's 3 of them.
And what are the gift certificates?
They're $100 towards a design service fee or
that's
purchasing
nice.
at Parsons as
Chris,
well.
can we get the box and draw a few? Steve, give us some last words before we go. Tell us where you can be reached.
I can be reached at my email, steve@safebridgefinancial.com. Phone number is 416-659-7128. And you can always go to safebridgefinancial.com and look us up. I'm proud to say that the company I'm with was awarded Brokerage of the Year for Employer of Choice in Canada. So I work with some
Excellent.
great people, and I'm really happy with where I'm at right now.
Okay, that's good.
The name of the company is Parsons Interiors. So the website is parsonsinteriors.com. And the phone number at the studio is 905-271-2800.
Okay,
Thank you.
Great. You brought something too, right, Steve?
Yes, anyone likes to drink,
Oh, this is a good one.
I've got a $50 gift card for the LCBO.
Okay,
so
let's draw
I
for
hope
that
someone
one
will enjoy it.
first. Go,
Okay.
Steve.
All right, who do we have here? We have Grace Palmasano.
Yay! All right, she likes to drink. She likes her wine.
All right.
Okay, we'll get that to you after the show.
Do you want to pick?
I'll draw yours, sure.
Lucky.
All right, and we got here,
Leslie?
Leslie Silvestri, Dorothy Guerrero.
Dorothy, is
All right.
Leslie here too? Oh, yes, she went to the one. Okay, Dorothy just
Well, I've got 3 certificates.
A gift certificate, one
Oh, you
gift
got 3 of them,
certificate.
right?
Let's
Okay.
draw 2 more.
all right.
All right, and we have Joanne Charbot.
Yeah, all right,
Oh,
Joanne.
she's on a roll tonight.
She already got one, right?
Did she?
I think so.
Yes.
All right.
She's a lucky girl. And the last one?
Is Shannon Murray.
Shannon. Okay, good. So everybody got gift certificates. This was so informative, and thank you so much, Jackie and Steve, for being here.